Welcome back to SwitchedtoLinux. Well, today we are going to look at how to install drivers for the Brother printer scanners. Now, the printers on Brother, printers and scanners in Linux have always been a little on the out there. It's kind of hit and miss, not only the printers, but the drivers as well. Some of them like HP, I believe, have overall good Linux support. I don't buy any HP products, and I recommend against them for reasons I've covered in other places. I prefer, for printers, I prefer Brother printers, but Brother scanners can pose a challenge. Epson printers are pretty good. Scanners are excellent. The thing is though, is that as I try and condense things down, I wanted to get rid of I used to have just Brother printers for black and white business office printing, and then I had Epson all-in-ones to do color printing and scanning. Well, I wanted to get rid of those when the ink ran out and the printers are starting to get old. So I ended up getting one all-in-one device that's a Brother printer. It is the HLL2380DW printer, which is a laser printer and scanner combination. And that's actually been a very good printer so far. One of the things that I like about the Brother lasers particularly, you can very easily disable the cartridge or toner, in this case, indicators. So it will continue to print whether or not there's toner in there, because I hate it when printers are sitting there telling me they have low toner. I get the Brother printers in, I turn those off immediately. The problem with this particular printer, as I've done some internet searching on it, is there are a lot of challenges with the printer itself, or with the scanner itself. Trying to get the scanner to work is a little bit hard. It's actually fairly easy if you follow the instructions. However, I will point out that the Brother website does have one typo in the instructions, and if you don't know what to look for in there, you might have had difficulty installing the scanner. So as of now, both the scanner and the printer works perfectly fine on my systems. I think the printer is just easy. On an Ubuntu-based system, you just tell it to hunt for it, and it should find it without a problem. If that does pose an issue, I know that the instructions for installing the printer on the website do work fine. But we're going to look here at installing the drivers for the scanner this time. So here's the model number here, the HL2380DW. This guy here is a fairly large paper tray, LaserJet printer. And here's where your cartridges are, and then it has up here a scanner as well. So pretty cheap printer, and this is very nice Wi-Fi. It does have Wi-Fi enabled. I don't use it Wi-Fi enabled, but I do connect it to the network, so all my network printers have it, so you can kind of see where that is back there. And it actually lives in that hole down there. So that is the printer we are working with. Okay, so our process is going to be pretty easy. The Brother printer website gives you all the drivers and the instructions. I think some people are just a little bit nervous walking through with what the instructions are doing. So to figure out what you need to do, we're going to go to the main web page, which in the United States is brother-usa.com. I'm going to go down and click on support, and then that's going to give me a place to enter the model number. So this is, again, the HLL2380DW. You see it'll pop down there. And then this should give us a list of the models. So this is indeed the printer. Of course, we are doing the scanner here. The printer and the scanner instructions work well. But we're just going to worry about the scanner today. So clicking on the downloads and drivers, says downloads on our online solution center. That should automatically go. It will detect that we are on Linux, so that it doesn't know if we're on RPM or Deb. If you're on a Debian, you want to use the DEB. If you're on like a Fedora, you want to go RPM. And then there's how to identify. Of course, there's mobile, Mac, and Windows. So go ahead and hit search. All right, and what we have here is we have our print drivers, we have our driver install tool, and we have the scanner drivers here. So what we're going to do is there's a variety of different tools here. The Scan T scan key tool allows you to start a scan by hitting a button on the machine. I don't really care about that. I'm just going to worry about the scanner driver 64-bit Debian package. So we're going to go ahead and click on that guy there. And then, of course, you have to agree to the EULA. Yeah, read all that. You know, they own my firstborn child or something. All right, so here it's gonna have us download the file. I don't want to open it. I want to save it, so that should download it right into my downloads directory. So that is good. So now it gives us the instructions here. So what we're going to do is we want to force it to install the D package. So we're going to turn on the scanner and connect it. Now it says here connect USB cable. I'm not doing USB. I'm doing network. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to install the scanner. So really what we want to do is just boot up a terminal window. Okay, so let's just navigate to the downloads and show that the file that we want is in there. So now we're going to depackage. We're going to force all, and then the scanner driver name. So if you just type in the first couple letters, actually looks like it's not allowing me to space. Usually you can put in the first couple letters and tab and it'll go, but in this case it looks like I have to just type it all in. And just, I'm going to look at that and just verify it, make sure that I didn't do anything wrong. Okay. Oh, duh. Need to go sudo. Forgot that step. My apologies. Okay, so it's setting up. Okay, so now that is done, what we need to do is we need to run our command here. So USB is your basic USB. It should already work. For network, we have to add the network scanner entry. Now, I will note that they have a capital B here. That should not be a capital B. That should be a lowercase b. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy that. Sudo, and we're going to change this. Now, also note that depending on the driver, this should work for pretty much anything, but note that our driver is brscan4. That number has to match this one. So if it was a brscan3, you need to use 3. That's what they say down here in this asterisk. Make sure that you read that. Use 3 for the 3 models, 4 for the 4 models, 2 for the 2 models. Okay, so now we need the name of the device without the parentheses. So I'm going to do HL-L2380DW. And then the same with the model name. HL-L2380DW. And then you need the IP address. So I'm pretty sure I have 192.168.5.21. If that changes, by the way, you will have to rerun this command. In fact, one of the things I could do here is I could verify that. So I'm pretty sure this is it, but let me just go ahead and do that. And then if you do the this command here should show that. Okay. All right, so now with that, it should scan. Now, the one thing that I did not do here is I did not verify that's the IP address. That's usually what it is, but I didn't actually log into the network configuration to verify. I'm just going to assume that's right. And let's see. was going to see if I can throw something in there, but... Okay, so you can hear it scanning. So it's actually scanning something now. Knuckle print. That looks really bad. It's a knuckle print. I promise. Just gotta put the knuckles on there. I didn't want to put the palm on there, you know, fingerprints and stuff. But yeah. But yeah, so that is indeed scanning. So now the system is indeed scanning. That is a very ominous looking picture. But all right, we're just going to go ahead and quit without saving. So there, the scanner is now working across the network. This worked on, we are on Debian 9 stretch. This should work on any Debian-based distro. And it should, if you follow the instructions for a Fedora, you should get a similar readout instructions here. So that's all it is. It's just easy. Do note, though, that they did have a typo in this command. That should be a lowercase b. So hopefully that gets your brother scanner working. The print drivers on this is pretty easy. I don't remember having any problems installing the print drivers on this particular model. So now I have my all-in-one laser printer where the scanner and the printer are working perfectly fine on this computer. So thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux. I hope you've enjoyed this video from Switched to Linux. If you'd like to help support the channel, check out the links at the top. There is another video over here. You can check out our Patreon page down here. And you can check out shop.switchedtolinux.com for information on a t-shirt like this or some other designs. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.